Good morning, everyone. We're talking about this MSI Z890 Gaming Plus Wi-Fi motherboard. It's the LGA socket 1851. So I bought this board as an open box online, and I don't ever buy open box motherboards. I've always bought them brand new. And as of today, I had to buy another one, but I had to get it from Walmart because it's the only place locally that has it. So I don't have to order it and wait another 2 weeks to get it. So basically, I had my whole setup, everything was connected. And this is my third setup in like 6 years. My other computer is very good. It has no problems, but it's DDR4 and I wanted to upgrade since it's 6 years old now. And I wanted something that I could put more hard drives in, and have a little, I wanted to put 64 gig of RAM in instead of 32. Anyway, hooked everything up. Everything lights up, and come to find out that this light would go from red to yellow once, red to yellow second, then it would go yellow again, and it would stay steady yellow. All right, people have said that that was due to the a RAM issue, a DDR5 memory training. And so I did a lot of digging last night. I mean, a lot of digging, and said flash the BIOS. So I ended up flashing the BIOS with the flash drive and did the 3 to 4 second flash BIOS button trick on the back of this thing, which is actually right here. And you make sure the computer's off when you're doing it, but it's plugged in with the power switch on the power supply. Then let it do its thing. It completed the BIOS. And it still wouldn't boot. And when we talk about not booting, there would be no post, no BIOS, just completely black screen. And every time I would restart it, that same sequence would pop up every single time, and nothing changed. There was no steady red light, no steady yellow light. The only time the steady yellow light would happen when it went from red to yellow, then yellow. Then it would stick. So I tried taking off all the components. I took out every hard drive. I left one stick of RAM in the A2 slot. Then I even tried swapping them. The RAM's not the issue. The hard drives are not the issue. I ran everything and still no boot. So I was assuming that I had a bad motherboard. So I was checking all these ports. Every single one, just being sure that there wasn't any issues. Nothing was bent, nothing's cracked or missing. I did the CMS battery reset, maybe put an Energizer one in there, did not make a difference. I tried jumping it with the screwdriver deal with this. Where is it at? With this port here, didn't do anything either. So sorry, it's my allergies acting up. So after coming to find out what was really wrong, there was one thing I did not check, and I should have checked it the first time before I went through all this hell, is the processor connectors. So when you take this off, I opened it up. I was looking here. As you see right there, there is a pin that's actually broke. And due to the focus, you may not be able to see it. But that pin is actually broke way down there where it should be. And it's bent really bad and it's broke and missing. All the other ones are there. I even checked down here and I seen this. Looks like 1 or 2 pins are completely bent out of shape. Like they're broke. And there's some paste there as well. So after seeing that, that's telling me that there's going to be no post to this board, and this board has completely failed due to that. And even one bent pin would actually cause it not to boot. So be sure, if you buy any open box, be sure that everything is, none of these pins are bent. Sometimes you could straighten them out if you're lucky, but that one there is completely gone. When I took a picture of it, it was actually really bent and broke. This one here is just bad. It's ridiculous, man, how people don't take care of these boards when they put them in. They're not hard either. That looks like there's paste, and you can see one of the pins is actually bent sideways, and there's another one bent beside it. And since that happened, I'm going to return the board the way it is, taking everything out of it, and when the new board comes in today, I will check the pins to be sure they're not bent. Just be aware when you buy open box, there's a lot of risk and factors that come with them, which means you could have bent pins, you could have a broken port that you don't know about, but always check those pins before you install everything. I've been doing computers for a long time, and I've never made any mistakes putting processors in or bending pins. This board was like this when I got it 3 weeks ago, and I just tried to install it today because I was waiting to get everything for my setup. So I will be buying it brand new from now on, like I normally do in the past, to prevent these situations. And I'm not saying it could come to. I'm not saying it will come from factory like that either, but it can. But always check that before you go through all that time, because if it is, it's done. It's toast. It's mainly good for parts. If it's within your warranty, or if it's within your return policy, return it. Get your $200 back and go buy you a new one. So I bought me a new one, brand spanking new. We're going to be sure we have everything. Be sure nothing's bent. And we thought that maybe the cooler wasn't adjusted right. The cooler doesn't allow you to over tighten it. It only goes to a certain port. A certain point. We tried to loosen it, tightening it, readjusting it. We did everything, and we couldn't get anything else to work. I mean, it powers on. All the fans would work. Lights would come on, but it just would not boot. So if you're having the problem and you have bent pins, it's not worth doing the BIOS flash or anything. Just go get you another board. So I hope this video helps on the MSI z890 Gaming Plus. The board has a 4.7 rating. Some have rated it a 5. So I know it's a good board, and I know they're solid. I've owned MSI for years and never had any issues, unless you're buying them used. So I know there's a lot of talking in this video, so I don't care. So if you don't like it, you do not have to watch it. But this is just basically like a training video that shows you what to look for before you start wasting 4 to 5 hours of your time putting something together and you diagnose it and come to find out they're just bent pins. So that's your problem on these boards. And if you also have a board that was during the early stages of DDR5 like these, some of them may not boot right off the bat if everything's good, because they might require you to update the BIOS with the Ultra Core processors. Alright. Today's July 4th. I'm going to go do other things while I'm waiting on the board to come in. And everybody be safe out there, and y'all have a great July 4th weekend, and we'll see y'all soon.